Against the darkening sky, Adrian Shaw sat alone at a corner table, checking his watch for the third time in 10 minutes. At 34, he had been on enough blind dates to know when he was being stood up, and this was starting to look like another one for the collection. His business partner had set this one up, insisting Adrian needed to stop working 80-hour weeks and actually meet someone. The woman, according to his partner, was kind, genuine, and exactly what Adrian needed. But it was now 20 minutes past the agreed time, and the chair across from him remained empty. Adrian was about to signal for the check when he noticed a small figure approaching his table, a little girl, perhaps 3 or 4 years old, with blonde curls held back by a pink ribbon and wearing a pink dress. She walked with the determined purpose of someone on a mission, weaving between tables until she stood directly beside him. "Excuse me," the little girl said with perfect politeness. "Are you Mr. Adrian?" Adrian blinked in surprise. "I am. And who are you?" "I'm Lily," the girl said seriously. "My mommy sent me to tell you she's sorry she's late. She's parking the car and will be here in just a minute. She said to tell you she's really, really sorry and hopes you didn't leave." Adrian felt his annoyance evaporate instantly, replaced by amusement and curiosity. "Your mommy sent you in alone to find me?" Lily nodded. "She showed me your picture on her phone so I'd know what you looked like. She said you'd be sitting by the window with the candle, and here you are." She seemed quite proud of her detective work. "Well, you found me," Adrian said with a smile. "Would you like to sit down while we wait for your mommy?" Lily climbed into the chair across from him with some difficulty, and Adrian resisted the urge to help, sensing she wanted to do it herself. Once settled, she folded her hands on the table and looked at him with serious eyes. "Mommy says I'm not supposed to talk to strangers," Lily said. "But she said you're not a stranger. You're her friend, Mr. Adrian. So it's okay." "That's very wise of your mommy," Adrian said. "And she's right. I'm not a stranger if she sent you to find me." "Are you going to marry my mommy?" Lily asked with the directness only children possess. Adrian nearly choked on the water he had just sipped. "I'm sorry, what?" "Are you going to marry my mommy?" Lily repeated patiently. "Because Mrs. Henderson next door said mommy needs to find a husband, and mommy said she was trying, but it's hard with a little girl because some men don't like kids." "Do you like kids?" Adrian was saved from answering by the arrival of a woman who rushed to their table, slightly breathless and clearly mortified. She was lovely, probably in her late 20s, with the same blonde hair as her daughter and an expression of pure horror. "Lily, I told you to wait by the door, not to come find him by yourself." The woman turned to Adrian, her cheeks flushed. "I'm so sorry. I'm Isabel. This is my daughter, Lily, who apparently does not follow instructions. I told her to wait while I found you, but she's very independent." "I found him, Mommy," Lily said proudly. "And I told him you were sorry you were late." "Yes, you did, sweetheart, and that was very helpful. But you still shouldn't have come over alone." Isabel looked at Adrian with apologetic eyes. "I'm so sorry. The parking was a nightmare, and then I couldn't figure out how to work the parking meter, and by the time I got inside, Lily had already taken matters into her own hands." "It's fine," Adrian said, and he realized he meant it. "Lily was very polite. She delivered your message perfectly. Please, sit down." Isabel sat, settling Lily beside her rather than across from Adrian. "I should have told you I have a daughter when we agreed to meet. That was dishonest of me. I understand completely if you want to leave." "Why would I want to leave?" Adrian asked. "Because most men do when they find out about Lily," Isabel said quietly. "I've learned to mention it up front now, but your partner was so enthusiastic about setting us up, and I just wanted one evening where I wasn't judged for being a single mother before anyone even met me." Adrian looked at Lily, who was watching this exchange with interest, then at Isabel, who looked resigned to rejection. He thought about how Lily had navigated a restaurant full of strangers to find him, polite, confident, and full of spirit. Isabel had raised a child who could do that. "I think anyone who judges you for being a mother is an idiot missing out on something incredible," Adrian said. "Lily is clearly amazing, and that's a reflection of you." Isabel's eyes filled with tears. "That's the nicest thing anyone said to me in a very long time." They ordered dinner, and what could have been awkward became wonderful. Lily chatted happily about her daycare and her favorite cartoons, occasionally asking Adrian questions that made both adults laugh. Isabel relaxed visibly as the evening went on, seeing that Adrian was genuinely interested in getting to know both of them. Lily asked me earlier if I was going to marry you, Adrian said during dessert, after Lily had become absorbed in coloring on the kids' menu the restaurant provided.
Isabel turned scarlet.
Oh God, I'm so sorry. She heard my neighbor say something, and now she thinks every man I meet is a potential husband. It's okay, Adrian said with a smile.
It made me think about what I want in life.
I've spent 10 years building my company, achieving success by every traditional measure. But I go home to an empty apartment every night, and lately I've been wondering what the point is. He looked at Lily, then at Isabel. Watching you two tonight, the way you are with each other, reminded me that the best things in life aren't things at all. They are people. They are connections. They are moments like this. Are you saying you want to see us again?
Isabel asked carefully. I'm saying I'd like to try, Adrian replied. If you're willing.
I don't have experience with kids, and I work too much, and I'll probably mess up constantly, but I'd like the chance to get to know you both better. Over the following months, Adrian became a regular part of Isabel and Lily's life. He learned about bedtime routines, children's medicine, and the strange logic of toddler negotiations. Isabel showed him a world beyond boardrooms and profit margins, teaching him to find joy in playground visits, animated movies, and the simple pleasure of family dinners. Lily appointed herself the judge of whether Adrian was suitable for her mother, regularly reporting, "Mr. Adrian is doing a good job," or "Mr. Adrian needs to try harder at playing dolls." A year after that first meeting, Adrian proposed to Isabel in the same cafe where they had met, with Lily present, because, as he said, she was part of this decision too. "Lily, I need to ask you something important," Adrian said, kneeling down to her level while Isabel watched with tears already forming. "I'd like to ask your mommy to marry me, but that means I'd be your family too.
Would that be okay with you?" Lily considered this seriously.
"Would you be my daddy?" "If you'd like me to be," Adrian said. "I know you had a daddy before, and I'm not trying to replace him. But I love your mommy and I love you, and I'd be honored to be your family." "Okay," Lily said. "But you have to get better at playing dolls, and you have to learn how to make my mommy's special pancakes." "Deal," Adrian said solemnly, then turned to Isabel. "Your daughter has given me permission. Now I need to ask you. Isabel, you and Lily have taught me what actually matters in life. Will you marry me?" Isabel said yes through happy tears. Lily cheered and announced to the entire cafe that Mr. Adrian was going to be her daddy now, and everyone should be very happy for them. They were married 6 months later, with Lily as the flower girl, proudly telling everyone she was the one who had found Mr. Adrian in the first place. So really, this whole wedding was because of her. In her toast at the reception, Isabel shared the story of their first meeting. "I was so nervous about Adrian finding out I had a daughter that I asked Lily to wait by the door while I looked for him. But Lily, being Lily, decided she could handle the situation herself. She marched right up to him and delivered my message, and in doing so, she showed Adrian exactly who we were. A package deal.
A team. A family."
And Adrian, instead of running away, saw something worth staying for.
She looked at her husband with love.
"Thank you for seeing that Lily wasn't a complication, but a gift.
Thank you for loving us both.
And thank you for being the kind of man who recognized that the best things in life come in unexpected packages, sometimes delivered by determined 3-year-olds who don't follow instructions. Sometimes, the people who change our lives announce themselves in the most unexpected ways, through the words of children who haven't learned to hide what matters most. And sometimes, the family we build is even better than the one we imagined, because it's built on acceptance, love, and the courage to see possibilities where others only see complications." If this story touched your heart, please like, share, and subscribe for more tales of unexpected meetings, children's wisdom, and discovering that love often comes as a package deal, one that's even better than anything we could have planned. Comment below and share a time when a child changed your perspective, or when accepting someone completely, complications included, led to unexpected joy. Your story could encourage someone else to open their heart to love in all its messy, beautiful reality.